performer, Mr. Ed Toolis, everybody. Ed, come on here! I was trying to kill some time waiting for the show to start out in the lobby, and I saw this guy fiddling with his smartphone, so he says, I see you've got a whole bunch of apps there for the Android iMansion. My wife and I love the Apple ITownHouse, having all the floors and the ceilings being computer screens and all the walls and the countertops being touch screens. I don't see how people can live without them. He says, yeah, my wife loves that she can choose between hundreds of thousands of different interior designs. This week she's into Russian palaces. And I said, my wife loves that when she walks into our teenage son's room, all the disgusting punk rock posters, the centerfolds of naked women, and the graffiti that's got spray canned on the wall with electronic spray cans all disappears and the room becomes the room she wished he had. and he says, yeah, well, tell me about it, but with the Android and the thousands of cameras that are built into the walls of the house, I can create windows anywhere I want, then choose what I want to view outside them. And I can watch the kids playing in the yard, or I can choose between hundreds of thousands of different landscapes and cityscapes. Right now I'm into the battle scenes from that movie, Avatar. but we've got that on the Apple, and we've got night vision and a binocular app, which I use when I'm watching our neighbor's teenage daughter sunbathing in a bikini. He says, so what? When my window app detects that the busybody next door is spying on me through her curtains, it morphs my image into me prancing around the room naked in my wife's lingerie. And I said, but we've got that on OS 7.31. Plus, when my wife turns on a mirror app, she can see what she looks like in thousands of different outfits from hundreds of different stores. And if she likes one, all she has to do is tap the screen, and they'll FedEx the stuff to her the next day. And he says, big effing deal. With the Android, I can set preferences. So when my wife turns on the mirror app, she looks 15 pounds younger, any wrinkles and gray hairs disappear, and her boobs look bigger and perkier. And I said, well, but with the Apple, they got more apps for decorating the outside of the house. At Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the opening season of all the sports teams. And he says, but my Christmas display was seen from space. Plus, at real estate tax assessment time, I've got an app that makes the outside of my house look like a piece of crap in the slums. But when it comes to apps for the simulator apps for the multi-purpose room, Apple's clearly got the Android beat. Every month, I take my wife to the Lincoln Center in New York City. I've got a box seat app. And he says, well, every week, I take my wife to the Mirage Casino in Vegas. Last week, she won $1,800 at the blackjack table. And I said, but last night, I took my wife to a trendy nightclub in Paris, France. We had sex in the middle of the dance floor. And he said, well, last winter, I took my wife to an actual Bears game, live Bears game. The app turned the air conditioning down to 5 below. Even though we were in our winter coats, I got frostbite on my ass. I was going to deck this guy, his phone goes bleep, and he says, oh crap, not again. My iMansion just shut down. Looks like I'm going to have to increase my data plan to 10 billion megabytes, gigabytes per month. And I said, started to leave, and I went after him, and I said, ha! you can get by with just 10 million gigabytes per month.